Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey, better known as Frederick Douglass, was born in February 1818. He didn't know when his birth date was. He didn't know who his father was, but he did know that his father was white. He barely knew his mother, who passed away when he was 7 years old. He was raised by his grandmother, but at the age of 7, he was sent to Baltimore to work for a ship carpenter. He also learned how to read from the ship carpenter's wife. While in Baltimore, it was the first time he ever heard of the abolitionist movement. He eventually was sent back to the plantation, where he soon became a leader among the slaves, teaching others how to read, write, and organize.
Upon returning to Calvert County, he spent a lot of time self-educating himself, using his newly gained writing and reading skills, and he became quite the orator and participated actively in the abolitionist movement.
In the background, he was planning his escape. By 1836, Douglass was working as a ship caulker back in Baltimore. And on September the 3rd, 1838, he escaped to New Bedford, Massachusetts, and took on a new name, Frederick Douglass, acquired while in Baltimore. Douglass improved his writing and oratory skills, speaking at abolitionist rallies. And in 1841, at a mass anti-slavery convention, Douglass gave a speech that propelled him into the national spotlight. He told about his life, compelled the members of the association to ask him to join as a lecturer, and very soon, Frederick Douglass was the voice of the abolitionist movement. Many whites thought he was a phony. They found it hard to believe that he had ever been a slave. In a documentary recorded for the History Channel, let's listen to how Reverend Al Sharpton describes Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass becomes a symbol of the liberation of slaves in the country. Frederick Douglass, born a slave, that somehow has the audacity and drive to run away from slavery and decides to become a leader against slavery. So not only does he have the mental capacity to see himself free, he has the audacity to say, I can speak for the slaves better than the abolitionists that speak on our behalf and don't understand our pain. That by the time Abe Lincoln is running against Douglass, it is a national discussion. It would not have happened if you didn't have a spokesperson that worked as tirelessly as Frederick Douglass.
In the early 1860s, he believed the Civil War would be one of the major victories toward freedom and fair treatment of blacks in America.
Well, Frederick Douglass believed that black men would never achieve full citizenship and the respect of being a full citizen until they fully participated in every facet of citizenship. And that would include participating in defending their country. So he pushed heavily for blacks to be included fully in the war as soldiers, and eventually a black regiment was created.
During the war, he served as a recruiter to the 54th Massachusetts Infantry, the first all-black unit. After the war, he served as the U.S. Marshal to Washington, D.C., and and general counsel to Haiti.
So Frederick Douglass believed that women should be full and equal citizens, on par with men. So, and that was very unique for his time period, obviously. So he pushed for women's rights, equal rights for women, and for their right to vote.
Frederick Douglass died of a heart attack on February the 20th, 1895. He was 77 years old.